I'm Corinne.
I'm Thomas. Happy Monday and welcome to the Chill Spot. Today is December 10th and I am Drake, Director of Member Services, and this is Corinne, our Treasurer with our Board of Directors.
Good morning.
Today, we'd like to take some time to talk to you about caregiver stress and some signs of caregiver stress and also some ways to alleviate caregiver stress.
The first one that we'd like to talk to you about is being tired or sick often. You need to make sure that you know the difference between normal fatigue and exhaustion. When Drake was talking to me about going over some of the 5 signs of it, I did a little research, and I was very surprised with some of the information that I found out about. Being a caregiver for 32 years and you being in the profession for quite a long time, it was amazing, the information out there, and we need to make sure that you as CNA understands and gets out there and pays attention to yourself. One of them that I'd like to really express is the sickness, unexplained aches and pains. I was unaware that constipation and diarrhea, low immunity system, and heart palpitations were even a sign of stress related to your job.
And there is signs all over that your body's stressed and your body tells you things. Listen, I've been recently trying to stop drinking soda and drinking more water, and I say I crave water now, and your body tells you. So stay rested and stay hydrated. So our number 2 thing I'm going to talk about is feeling underappreciated. So as healthcare workers, often we say no one said thank you, no one appreciates us, who cares, no one cares. It's, appreciate yourself, appreciate your coworkers,
Yes.
If I'm working with Corinne, I'm going to go tell her, you're doing great, Thank you for coming to work. I know things are going on outside of here, but I want to thank you for being here. And until you feel appreciated, it's hard for people to show appreciation to you. And at the end of the day, remember, the most appreciative person is usually our resident. And that's our number 1 reason for becoming a CNA, is to make a difference. So when they show that they care, they're happy, they're thankful, that's what should make us thrive to do better. But it's a thing, and it's a part of burnout. People feel unappreciated, and it's high to the top. That's one of the number 1 signs of burnout.
So make sure you pay attention to all those signs, because your actions, your behavior, how you feel can be passed on to those residents that you take care, of every day. Another one that was on the list was you're dreading to go to work. So I've done this in the past. Try looking at something on the bright side, something that when you hit that front door and you swipe that time card, that you're going to look forward to, and just really keep that in the back of your mind. Hey, I'm going to have a great day, Look at everything around you, and just be thankful that, for one, you have a job. You may be working with your favorite coworker. Who does not want to work with their favorite CNA? You're going to rock, that hall. You're going to have all your beds made. You're going to have all your residents looking sharp.
True that.
So try to be positive, Or another thing I go to is you always have your favorite pair of scrubs. They're like a pair of pajamas. They're like a pair of pajamas you want to put on,
And something that the 4th one ties right into dreading going to work. Just going through the motions, we don't work in a profession that going through the motions works. And like she said, your residents pick up on that, and so do your peers. So don't go through the motions, Have a profession and a career that you look forward to, and you make a difference every day. So you really should look forward to that.
Yeah, you can also reach out to a coworker and say, hey, Drake, I need to take a 5. Is it okay? And I'm sure your coworker is going to say, Drake, go take all the time that you need. So you also need to communicate with your coworkers. Hey, I'm really feeling overwhelmed
Yeah.
right now, and I'm sure they would appreciate that and work with you. And who knows, the next day or a week later, that same coworker that you just opened up to will say, hey, Corinne, you could come to me and say, hey, I need to go
Yeah, I
take
need a
5,
break. And
It-
I would say that ties right into our fifth one, becoming insensitive to your coworkers or residents. When we're stressed out or just over it, for lack of better term at times, we become insensitive and we might just continue to work through our whole 8 hours
Right.
and not say, hey, I need a break or anything. And
Right.
you might come to me and ask for help and nope, I'm not giving you help or I don't have time. Just remember, don't become insensitive in such a sensitive industry. You have to remember, be sensitive to everything around you. And then I just wanted to touch base on some things that you can alleviate stress with. One of my favorite things is I love music. I love to listen to music. I listen to music all day. I listen to music all night. Just my thing. What's one of the ways that you like to alleviate stress? If you have a bad day, and this is a question I like to ask throughout interviews and stuff. If you have a bad day, what do you do at the end of the day to release that bad energy?
The first thing I really do is get into my car, and I have a favorite go-to song, and I will roll down the windows and have that music just a pounding, and you get all those looks, and you're like, go ahead and look at me because I'm relieving stress. You know, it's better than road rage, taking it out on
True
you,
that.
So I am listening to that music, and it feels good, I
does.
mean, you're dancing around in your seat. You're like in your own little world,
And I say that's self-care, self-care. I say that, practice self-care. I like to meditate, If you like to meditate, listen to music, go for a run. I'd say another thing to alleviate stress, communicate with others. Talk about
Yes.
people that can relate.
Yeah.
A big thing we have to remember in our profession, though, HIPAA, privacy is a thing. If you're not supposed to talk about it to them, don't talk about it to them, but find a coworker, find a peer, a supervisor that you can relate to and go to them and just be like, hey, this is what's going on. I need to talk to
Right,
somebody.
exactly.
Write things down. And my favorite one, which this is my life changer, think positive.
Yeah.
It changes everything. I really do. And I really do strongly believe that. Think positive. I mean, find the positive in every situation. You could be having a horrible day, but think of the things that are going well. We too often tend to pull out the negative things of every situation. And I'm not kidding. If you think positive, it slowly will just make you have a positive life.
I agree with that because there is more positive things in your life than there are negative. For one, the positive is you do have a job to go to every single day. You have the best career that anyone could have, and that's taking care of our American, elders.
True that.
They need us and we need them. And another good point that you brought up a while ago that I'd like to go back to was when you ask a coworker, can you help me? Don't dismiss them. Go to them later when you get a chance and say, hey, I asked for help. Are you struggling? Do we need to work together as a team? Don't always just dismiss them. Always, circle back around and say, hey, I'm struggling. Is there something you're struggling on? And kind of build like a team relationship with them.
I
because,
agree.
they could be going through the same thing as.
And you never know. Everybody's going through something. And so the last two that we have, two ways to alleviate stress, I'm going to kind of tie them in together. Get educated, continue to grow your mind because that's the way to stay away from depression and anger and sadness.
Right, exactly.
And the fifth one was make realistic goals, and I think they go hand in hand. Have goals for what you want to learn. CNA TV is a good way to get educated through our grassroots advocacy series. And NACA in general, we offer different education programs through NVCC. Lori does speaking engagements. I mean, education's everywhere. You just have to want it.
Right.
And go after it. In education, I mean, growing your mind grows yourself. And a smart, knowledgeable person is a happy person.
And also remember, Drake and I are here for you. You can always reach out to us by email. You can tag us on Facebook. No question is a dumb question. We are here for you. Your feedback is important to us because as you learned from us, we are constantly learning from you. As being a seasonal CNA and Drake as a younger CNA, I learned so much from him as the same as he learns from me.
You always got something to learn.
Yeah.
So I'm going to challenge you this evening before our next show on Wednesday. Find something to self-invest in, educate, read an article, do something like that. And we'll look forward to seeing you on Wednesday. And as always, remember that you matter.